Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of All the Mod 7, and we are starting out this one currently coming and trying to kill these guys because we need this right here. We need a bunch of gas tiers. And why? Well, as you remember from last episode, we collected a bunch of spawners, and today we're going to be making an automatic mob farm. How are we doing that? Well, with mob grinding utilities for the most part. This is actually from Pneumatic Craft, but this is a spawner agitator. In order to make these, we need a bunch of gas tiers. We have a bunch of the compressed iron that we've got from chests, but yeah, we need more gas tiers. So I kind of have to just fly around the nether like we are and find them as they spawn and get the tiers. So when I get an appropriate amount, I will see you guys back at the base. So while flying around the nether, I came across this trees, like trees and grass and the nether. That's okay, it's a new one. Anyways, these seem to be really rare to spawn with this mod pack. Like, I am having a large or a lot of trouble getting them to spawn and to find them as I'm flying around here. I don't know if maybe there's a better way to do it or a specific biome. Well, there's not a specific biome. I did look and it just says any biome. So yeah, I personally don't know, but we're gonna stay out here and try to find as many as we can. So like I said, I'll see you when we get back to the base. Alrighty, so after exploring the nether for quite some time, and I guess that makes it go away, but you can kind of see just by my jetpack feel by how long we were in there. We only managed to find 7. 7, that's it. But hopefully that should be enough, because we already have 6, so that makes 13. It won't be all of them, but we can pick and choose which ones are important, right? Let's go ahead and come over here, and we can type in spawner agitator, right? That's pressurized right here, right? Yeah, that's what we need. Okay, go ahead and let's just, oh yeah, duh. Let's go ahead and make a few more of these. Oh, I don't have any more of this. We might have to go explore the dungeon again and get some more of that. So I'm fairly certain that I didn't take everything out of every chest. Yeah, so just like that, we can grab some more from in here. So yeah, let's just go around and look at all of these chests in here and see how much more we can get, because apparently we don't have enough. Alrighty, I do believe we have everything we need now. We have 14 of these, so like I said, not quite enough, but enough. We've got some mob fans. I'll push them into one area. We've also got some upgrades for the fan. Then we've also got some upgrades for the masher. I don't really know how I want to build this, so I have just a bunch of, everything. But we have a bunch, or at least for one of them, a max looting amount and a max sharpness amount. Now, if we can go and make more of these, depending on how many of these we wind up using and how many we need. But for now, I think we need to clear out a room and just get this built. Alrighty, we have our room built, just, the basic palette we usually use. And then we also added some ethereal glass, which is pretty easy to make, actually. We look in ethereal, I can't spell, so let's just do glass. And then if we scroll all the way through to right here, ethereal glass. It is not solid to player, so we can go through, but mobs can't, and it's just eyes of ender and some glass. So not hard to make. It allows us to go through, but the mobs can't. And we also have this area temporarily lit up. That way we can work on what we need to work on. So I think what we need to do is just find the center blocks on each of these, which will allow us to push the mobs towards the center. We just go like that, like that, like that, and like that. So yeah, it looks like we're probably going to need more of these and just line them up along the walls here. So let's just go ahead and do that real quick. All right, so we got the fans in place. Now the next thing would be to find the very center of the room. Go ahead and break this block. Make sure if that looks like it, and we're going to put in this absorption hopper. And I have no idea what this does. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, so I did figure out the way this works. These are the outputs. So we had to set down to item, and we put our ender chest there that, for our main storage system. And then we put fluid to the west of this fluid trash can, which this generates some sort of liquid. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I think it's like liquid XP. Don't really have much of a need for it since we get the petrified orbs for XP from our quarry. So that just gets filtered out into there. And then the way this works is each of these fans actually have to be powered by redstone. So we just have a bunch of redstone blocks going underneath it. And then once we power this, which also we have Mob Smashing Smite, Mob Masher Looting, and Mob Masher Sharpness, all with the 10. I'm probably going to go through and do the beheading one here soon as well. That way we can get more heads from like the wither skeletons and whatnot. And that would actually help us to get our nitro crystals for the reactor later. Let's go ahead and put this back on here. And then the next thing we need to do to make it to where like these will spawn if we're like in this room, like if you see if we're close enough, they will spawn, but we want them to spawn even if we're, doing other stuff in the base, so it's always running. And the way we do that is by setting up these agitators that we had talked about earlier. So now if we set those up there, they should spawn all the time. Why spawn when I walk away? Are they still spawning? Yeah, they're still spawning. It's just much slower. Okay. Yeah, I believe they're still spawning. No, this is still not exactly working. What is the deal with how these work? I'm not sure. Let me do a little bit of research real quick. Okay, so after doing a little bit of digging and looking, it turns out that because we have apotheosis, the agitator does not want to work. It takes another star to make it to where the spawner does not need a player nearby. So let's go and see how many wither skeleton skulls we have. We have enough to get 2. You know what? Let me go ahead and see what it would take to make the beheading at mob. And then we can AFK there for a little bit. Okay, so yeah, that's not bad. We can AFK there for a little bit, build up our skull count, and then get another stars for all of them. I think that might be the plan. We'll just have to AFK nearby it. Let's go ahead and get those made up. Like I said, at mob. Oops, it would help if I could spell. We do that, and then we need a bunch of these helmets. So let's just go ahead and just craft up a whole bunch here. Takes 2 per, so we need 10. So that should be more than enough. And then we also need the iron one. Let's just go ahead and craft a bunch of these as well. Alrighty, and with all those helmets crafted, we can now make, I guess, more than 10, but we only need 10. Let's go ahead and grab those, and then we can put those in, and I guess we'll AFK for the night and see how many skulls we get, and we'll come back and find out in the morning. Alright, so as it turns out, we actually didn't have to AFK there very long, because once we put in that beheading stuff, we actually got way more than enough rather quickly. So I think what we should probably do is, there is like a wither proof glass, if I remember correctly. It's the hardened glass or something like that. I don't remember. Give me 1 second to try to find it. I can't quite figure out which glass it technically is. So you know what we're gonna do instead? We're just gonna do the old-fashioned cheese in the end. So let's get some obsidian, like that, and then we need some soul sand. Oops. Just like that. And yeah, let's go ahead and go kill the wither a few times. Alright, in the end, we've got a little area cleared out here, and I'm sure you all have seen this a million times. Nothing special. Just gonna go ahead and kill the wither, get all of our wither skull, or our nether stars, and we'll be back over there in a minute. Alrighty, with our 9 nether stars, which is even more than we technically needed, it is time to come back in here and go ahead and just go. Oh, let's try not to die in here. Go boink, 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 and boink. Just like that. These should work with us being however far away we want to be. So like we have, I guess an easy way to be able to tell is let's just look up Wither skeletons. Let's see if this goes up without us being within range. Yeah, it's still going up. So this works perfectly. It's not dropping nearly as much as some of the other stuff as I thought it would. And then if we look at like creeper, we're starting to get a bunch of creeper heads, which is pretty cool. As well as should be getting a bunch of gunpowder. Yep, I don't really know what we need it for because, you know, we have a jetpack, but it's still something cool to have coming in. Bones. Yep, we got a bunch coming in. And then yeah, I think we'll go ahead. I end up accidentally breaking the Enderman spawner that we had in there, but I do want to at some point, if we go to @mob. They do have a thing that can stop Endermen from being able to teleport up to 8 blocks away. So I'm gonna basically go and make a bunch of these at some point here soon. And place it around the area and add an Enderman spawner to where the only place it can go is, you know, down there and die, obviously. But I think that is definitely going to be one of the plans that we have going forward, is to add, you know, some more mobs in. But yeah, this is really good so far. The amount that we are getting in here. I mean, actually, it might be. I'm probably also gonna add in a zombie one. I don't really use bows, so I don't think I need skeletons, considering the fact that we are getting, you know, bone drops from the wither skeletons. Also, I forgot to do something in here. I messed up. Priority 1. Boom. Priority 1. Priority 1. Okay, I forgot to set the priority on all of these. Oof. Alrighty, with our storage system all set up now, are all fixed up now, I should say. We are ready to move on. And by the way, we had to add a bunch more exporters and rearrange stuff, get it organized a little bit better. But yeah, that is all set up now. But yeah, in the meantime, we also did a few changes to the farm. So if we come over here, we changed the killing system. So there is now 5 there total. And the reason why we did this is we're having issues. If I could fly, there we go. We're having issues with spiders not being killed. So we end up lowering it down 1, and then also adding them on the side just to make sure everything was being killed properly. So all of those have the looting 10, the sharpness 10, the, you know, beheading 10, all of it. So yeah, this farm is technically done now, and we are bringing in a bunch. And I mean a bunch of drops from it. I might go ahead and later change out some of the things. Like we have, I think, like 3 of these in there. Well, not, so we might add in, you know, like I said, the Enderman farm, zombie farm, or zombie spawner, Enderman spawner. You know, just a few things. So we can get, you know, just a little bit of everything. I was really intrigued on getting these at first, though, so that way we could get a bunch of nether stars, and we could finally maximize our thing to our reactor to nitro. So that was a very big thing that I wanted to do, and why I had so many of the wither skeleton spawners in there at first. But yeah, this is something that is going. It's words. The farm is working really well now. I am very, very happy with it. Also, in between clips, we did change this farm a little bit. We added birch and spruce. The spruce doesn't seem to be growing, though. I think I'm gonna have to do something with the height and whatnot. But so we are now bringing in perch as well. So that is cool. But yeah, I think that is where we're gonna have to end this episode for today. I didn't really have a lot of time to record it, unfortunately, given the holidays. We had Thanksgiving, had a bunch of people over. I had a bunch of stuff I had to do. So yeah, this episode's gonna be a little bit shorter, and I do apologize for that. But I do want to say thank you for coming and watching it. Thank you for hanging out on the channel, and I appreciate the support that I've been getting here. I will say that the next episode that we launch may or may not be all the mods, because Vault Hunters has been released. That is right, Vault Hunters 1.18 has finally come out, and so the next episode we release might be another all the mods, or it might be Vault Hunters, and that will change our schedule a little bit. We are going to be sticking with Fridays now, you know, today as we uploaded it, and then we're going to be going every other week. So 1 week's going to be all the mods, 1 week's going to be Vault Hunters, 1 week all the mods, 1 week Vault Hunters. Until obviously we finish probably this series first, as this has been going on a little bit longer. But yeah, I am very happy with all that we have done today. I want to say thank you so much for all the support. that we have on this channel and the way it's been going. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like. And if you really enjoyed it and you want to see more of this all the mods content, and hey, even the Vault Hunters content, make sure to subscribe and you will be notified whenever a new episode comes out. Anyways, this has been Spide and I'm out. I'll see ya.